down birthday cake. It's the eve of your first birthday, and there's a cake to be baked. I wait for the soft veil of night, sleepy and still, to attempt the 2-bowl recipe. I slip my finger where your lip meets my breast, and milk drips from the corner of your perfect little mouth, still clicking and sucking at the memory of my mammary. I slide my arm slowly out from beneath your feather-down head and creep like a cat burglar from the slack-creaking bed. Downstairs, in the domestic dressing gown of night, I whisk and whisper at the clattering pans, praying you won't stir, as I fold the mixture with the wooden spoon and remember the freight train of your arrival. It was quiet on the labour ward, 5 empty beds and us, 2 bodies dancing in the dark. The sledgehammer of your steps was unexpected as I felt the thick twang of your birth sack, soft cushion cocoon, gone. I cried for help into grey cardboard hospital bowls as they filled with sick, and she came to validate my claim as I made underground sounds and shed my civil threads. You better call your husband, she said, and pushed me on rattling trolley down corridors and lift shafts in medical grade masks and shushed my unapologetic body with a crisp cotton sheet. Your father found me there in the arrogantly titled delivery suite, a lifeboat captain casting me a line, twisted twine rope fingers grasping to stay afloat. My throat raw with my animal roar rising above the thunder of your wheels as they clamoured down the tracks, and the galloping hooves of your heartbeat and the beep, beep, beep of my reins. My eyes squeezed shut against the pastel pink walls and the high slit windows of the unceremonious basement room as shit dripped down my leg and 2 strangers with a multi-bulb spotlight searched for your crown. Turns out you were the other way round, face up to the sky as I bared down, twisting and turning on the ridiculous single bed, head buried in starch cloth, crumpled back in fists to reveal white clean plastic mattress as you swam across the cosmos, Selkie boy, pushing for the shore. Whilst in civilized realms, inflated doctors strode barrel-chested through doors, clicking pen tops and tongues against teeth in disapproval of my gnashing jaws as I generated a lightning bolt from between my thighs, the eye of an electrical storm in human form, a lava river eruption, and so many fucking interruptions and instructions, and me navigating inwardly in communion with divinity, prostrating and on my knees as I negotiated your nativity. And you roused prematurely by synthetic gel and pessary, a medical induction due to physiological dysfunction, a bodily anomaly. Better safe than dead, they said. Now lie back on the bed, keep your legs spread, as I clawed at the shreds of my autonomy, clutching tightly to a ball of blood-red thread. I drove a hook into the jagged rock face and lashed it into place to draw you out. As you scaled the winding precipice with the focus of a free climber, fingertip grips, hairline crack, and that moment when your hair touched air, where the warm, wet moleskin of your soft damson dome pushed me open, and I drew on every ounce of my ragged might in the deep, dark middle of that lockdown night. And you cast your anchor into confident paternal hands catching and unravelling coiled cord from around your tiny neck as ruddy-cheeked and windswept we met. Your creamy white coat a whisper of your watery past, Selkie boy in my arms at last. It's 2:15 a.m. I'm stood in the Trojan horse of domesticity, where beneath my pyjama armour I'm a wild mare charging through the tundra, and I take the cake out of the oven. The bake is uneven and even a little burnt, and it crumbles as I turn it out. I push palmfuls of sponge into place, patching it back together, and I look at it in bits and I wonder if Boudica ever baked a cake. Then with tiptoe steps I scale the stairs and I slip back into bed next to your warm velvet head and bury my face in the whipped vanilla threads of your hair. I breathe you in, soft honey cake, perfectly baked.